Welcome back, everyone. I'm Setharoth, and today we are exploring the followers that might just fit in a nice Halloween playthrough. We're here at the shrine of Mehruz Dagon
Nothing like a good
to enjoy the work of a modern named Cold Sun, who has created a Daedra, a literal Daedra, that you can recruit called the Tao of the Deadlands to join in your happy merrymaking on this Halloween festive season. She is not for, as Dungeons and Dragons would put it, a lawful good playthrough.
You're just another piece of meat.
And she's not objectifying me. She means she might eat me, like literally over a spit, with some salt and maybe some garlic. What have we here?
I don't converse with meat.
And yet you are talking to me.
For the moment.
You're alone, wearing old human armor, and willing to talk to a mortal. An exile?
You're pretty good. But don't pity me. I can crush skulls with the best of them, and I kill whenever I'm in the mood. Those are the things that are important to me.
Still, it must be hard to be all alone.
Apparently you had blood in your ears, mortal. If I wanted pity, I would have said so.
Pity? No, I want you to serve me. I have plans you could help me fulfill.
Ha! Ambitious. Good. Well met, mortal. Now the whole world will fall at our feet.
I want you to follow me now.
Good.
Yeah, so pretty simple follower. She doesn't have a lot of extra bells and whistles. But how often do you get a Daedra to back you up? And apparently we are of kindred spirit because she's got a scythe and I've got a scythe. We're like the Reaper couple. We reap people for fun. Or at least until I find another follower to accompany me on my merry way. So that was our first one, Dao. She's creepy and talks a lot about eating people, which is just about as spooky and Halloweeny as you can get. Particularly, I feel like the Skyrim fashion wouldn't be so much about like ghosts and werewolves. It'd probably be about Daedra, because they deal with ghosts and werewolves on like a daily basis. The Daedra are a little more mysterious, and you got to worry about different cults that are backing them up or making deals with them. So that would probably be the thing they would be most celebrating being afraid of, I guess, during the Halloween season. But the next follower is literally called what did they say? Let's see here. Next, we are going to have a look at Crimsony, the standalone follower Halloween special. She literally has Halloween in the title. But first, we're going to have to set this. You are dismissed to go.
Bleed Skyrim dry.
That's a heck of a farewell. Kill everyone, kill everything. Yes, that's okay. So that's the psychopath, and now we have the crazy.
What can I do for you? Lead the way.
So Crimsony again is not that complicated of a follower, but her costume kind of reminds you of a certain memorable character from the Dark Brotherhood, and she is plenty creepy. And let's see, yeah, she doesn't have any other fancy bells and whistles. She's very good with those daggers, and she's plenty creepy. So if you're doing like a Joker playthrough, I could see that as like a Skyrim version of Harley Quinn. So those are two simple follower mods that I wanted to show you guys. The next two I wanted to save for last because they're so much fun. So if you'll excuse me, I went and console imported a certain spell to me that's going to take us almost directly to our next follower, who is very special. I believe we're looking for a town. There we go, Riverwood. All right, so the next follower has a couple. It's interesting. We take a lot for granted when we get into these more advanced video games. So, for example, where's my follower? Oh, jeez, I should have dismissed her before I teleported. Well, hopefully this doesn't cause problems. Anyway, as I was saying, this is the follower. His name is Larry. Follow me. I need your help. You've already got someone with you. Where is she? Thank you. Okay. All right. Sorry, your jesting is done. It is time for us to part ways. Thank you very much. This was a good time. I'm going to back up. It's funny that the head tracking is still thinking his head is up here. So, Larry can carry your burdens, as one would expect. And he will follow you around. He's a jack-o'-lantern that follows you around. I love it. I mean, how much more on the nose can you get for Halloween than to literally have a pumpkin as your follower? It's fantastic. Let's see. I believe I am already in God mode, so I just want to show you guys. I mean, you would think that he wouldn't be that much good in a fight, right? Oh no, I am in trouble. Quick, help me, my follower. Help me! Are you gonna help me? Are you seriously? Come on, you helped me earlier with the wolves. This guy is... There we go! He has an awesome dragon shout. Is that like a modified version of Soul Tear? I don't know. But it does damage over time, and it's a freaking shout, so... I just love it. It's Jack-o'-lantern that does like shout shockwaves and follows you around. I love it. The one thing I do miss is, and this was what I was about to mention earlier, he doesn't have an idle animation. He's very attentive to your location and follows you around, but he doesn't have an idle animation, like he's not bobbing or breathing, which I know seems like an odd... Sometimes I feel bad for modders, because they'll get complaints like, my giant floating pumpkin head isn't breathing. What's wrong with this picture? It's like, just shut up and be happy with the floating jack-o'-lantern that has dragon shouts that backs you up. Oh, Death has found me. I like Death. He's good. Good horse. Good horse. All right, Larry, we are going to dismiss you just in case. And let's see, we should be, here we go. So, you've probably seen her on some of my other playthroughs because she is fantastic. And usually, she's standing out here. Maybe she's inside. Her name is Morgane. She is a necromancer. Is she sleeping in the house? Oh, okay. Huh. Oh. They're kind of squishy. Yeah, I am the Reaper. I even reap the Daedra. What more do you want? What more do you want out of a potential suitor? You reap mortals, you reap Daedra, lots of reaping. Okay, let's see if we can't find where Morgane went to. Talk to Morgane, meet her at her house. Yeah, I triggered her quest earlier when I rode by, but I was showing the rest of the... Oh, that's very immersive. She went for some water. Cool.
Thanks for the help, Dragonborn. I was sure they were going to tear the whole place apart. Stupid Dremora. Creatures from Oblivion should stay in Oblivion.
No problem. I've dealt with them before. So anyway, where were we when I just really rode on by and didn't bother to say a word to you?
Oh, right. My name is Morgane. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
So, are you some sort of an elf, or...?
Well, I do have pointy ears, so you do the math.
You're some weird elf I've never seen then. Where are you from?
Well, I honestly don't even remember anymore. I've been traveling this continent for a long time, and now I'm here in Skyrim. Everything looks and feels foreign to me at this point.
You don't remember where you are from?
Do you even know how old I am, Dragonborn? I didn't think so.
It's rude to ask that question.
Look, I am a member of an ancient elven race, long gone extinct. That is all you need to know. I'm the only one left of my kind, so now I travel these lands alone. I'm hoping to make Skyrim my new home, but so far everything here just wants to kill me.
Yep, that's Skyrim in a nutshell. Kill or be killed.
Sums it up, I suppose. Anyway, I am a bit lonely these days. Most of the towns don't like my presence once they find out I'm a necromancer. So I usually tend to hang out here on my own. Listen, may I accompany you for a while? I really need to get out of this bloody forest. My skills would be very useful to you, I assure you. You can think of me as your own personal bodyguard. So, what do you say?
I think she's fun. Yeah, we didn't get a chance to investigate her house earlier, but there was a corpse on an altar.
Yes. But he had it coming. I caught the bastard stealing from me a few days ago. No one steals from me. You can relax, you know. I'm not as evil as I appear.
Cue the creepy laugh. Well, then I guess you deserved it then. Certainly don't want you as my enemy.
No, you really don't.
Anyway, you can join me, I suppose. Would be useful to have an elven necromancer.
I know, right? People don't understand how cool I am.
Well then, let's get going.
I'm right behind you, Mr. Dragon Slayer.
Alright, so we've got to loot her house. That's the next step, is to get into her house, and yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in here. So, ironically, the Daedra loot is lower on the list of things that I want. On commentaries, there should be some books. Books. There we go. Summon Morgaine, Banish Morgaine. So, my favorite follower mods, like you just saw, have some quests involved before you have that follower bound to your service. It just feels more immersive to me, so I really like that touch. And being able to summon and dismiss them at will is obviously fantastic. I'm just going to check these items real quick, make sure none of them are fancy. Oh, and she has a Dawnbreaker. You can get a second one if you help out a certain individual deity with a certain orb that you get that barks at you. But yeah, there's a Dawnbreaker right there. And I might as well. Oh, yeah, she's not here, so. Whew. She's not here, so she won't be mad at me. But the Dawnbreaker is actually modded from Zim's something artifacts. Zim. If you look up Zim on the Nexus, this will pop up. It remakes most of the quest items to be so much better. This one burns a target for 44 damage and it dishes additional fire damage on undead foes. Yeah, there's some really good stuff if you've used Zim's artifacts. So that's what's inside, but there's other stuff if you're paying attention outside. You've got Conjure Familiar, which is not quite worth our time. And we've got Nickvac Darkvikies, Mythic Dawn commentaries. Oh, and the Mace of Moleg Ball. So yeah, she's been already around town a bit. And the interesting thing about this, though, is because both of these weapons are one-handed. So if you were to go do the regular quest line that earns you either of these weapons, you could then dual wield weapons that used to be original. Does that make sense? So now you can dual wield these two very unique items because they have copies in essence in this world, which is kind of an interesting twist. 44 points of magic and stamina damage, which it absorbs and traps the target's soul if it dies. So that's your soul trap on hit, which is fantastic for any kind of a caster. And of course, we've got Mehrunes Dagger, because why not? I actually haven't seen what this one does when it's Zimified. Corrosive Poison, 11 points of health per second, and reduces armor rating for 5 seconds. Not bad. Less armor. It doesn't have a... Oh, for 5 seconds. Okay, 55 points of damage. The Ethereal Staff. This one's pretty fun. We'll go ahead and show you guys this one. This one summons a Dwarven Spider or Sphere for 60 seconds wherever the caster is pointing. So now you can feel like a Dwemer type caster, which I know technically they were like sound mages, but you get the idea. What the frick? Did it misfire? Did it just give us the parts? Are you kidding me? Okay, so there is a chance that this thing will just give you the parts of a dwarven weapon or a dwarven summon. Which just, it's sad. Like if you're running for your life and trying not to die, and then you throw out your save me machine, it's just a pile of rubble. Oh, that could be fun. All right, so the last thing I kind of forgot, I got excited looking for items. But if you do a bit of digging, you will find some kind of creepy stuff about Morgaine's past. I haven't done her through a full playthrough, so I don't know if she has any other quests that unlock as you get higher in level. But when she was saying, like, I'm not as evil as I appear, this is the 7th person I have sacrificed to Lord Dagon. 7 lives I had to end, 7 families whom I have ruined. How many more before he shall give me what I ask for? I believe he is testing my faith in him. He is testing me to see if I will remain loyal to him. If only he would bring them back to me, then I would be his servant forever. I have no choice, however. I need to continue. I am thinking I may take that Camilla woman next. She and her brother will do this world a favor to just die. Sheesh. Yes, they are next. Surely 2 souls at once would please Lord Dagon. So, yeah, depending on how immersive your playthrough is, you might save her for an evil playthrough. As she has sacrificed, Lord Dagon will welcome your soul in oblivion. Okay, that's pretty creepy. That you can actually send that. Like, it's one thing to sacrifice the body, but I mean, if the soul's getting a one-way trip to oblivion, that is dark with a capital D. But yeah, so keep that in mind. I don't know if she has any other quests, but she's good in a fight. Summons, lightning, lots of damage. I like the glowing jewelry. And if she'll hold still for me to get it, there we go. Glowing skulls. Nothing says get off my lawn like glowing skulls. And of course, when half her arsenal is glowing in the middle of the night, that's another reason to run for your life. Alrighty, so that is what I had for you guys today. That's 4 different followers that you guys can grab for your Halloween playthrough. I hope you guys have had a wonderful day. Feel free to let me know in the comments below what your favorite follower was from this demonstration, or if you have another follower that you find particularly perfect for a Halloween or a scary playthrough. I would love to hear about it. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.